Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, some news on boxing.com that I recently came across. Shout out to those guys as always. I wanted to get it out there because it's probably not going to be too talked about in the boxing world. I just feel like certain topics should be covered. Certain fighters should be covered, even though they only get covered in certain scenarios. And the guy I'm talking about in this video is none other than Ukrainian light heavyweight Slava Shabranskyy. You guys might know Slava Shabranskyy as the guy that Andre Ward ducked in his most recent fight against Alexander Brand. Slava Shabranskyy was willing to make that fight with Alexander Brand, and the fight never materialized. Also, Shabranskyy is the guy who knocked out Alexander Brand in that 14-second sparring clip that's surfacing around the YTBC right now that everybody's having a fit over right now. So that's the reason people mainly talk about Slava Shabranskyy. But I'm talking about Slava Shabranskyy because number one, he's got a fight coming up. I believe it's this weekend. It's on the it's this weekend, the 19th. So that'll be Friday. So if you're in the LA area, go check Slava Shabranskyy. I'll be fighting some guy named Oscar Riojas or whatever. It's like 10-5-1. It's probably it's a stay busy fight for him, but the reason I'm making this video is because Shabranskyy, he's one of those guys that seems to be willing to fight anybody. And with that being said, he's came out and he said that he would love to fight the winner of Ward-Kovalev versus Andre Ward. And here's what he said in regards to potentially fighting some of the top names at light heavyweight. You see, look at the quote. Yeah, he said he wanted to fight Ward-Kovalev and Adonis Stevenson, aka Big Three at light heavyweight. So here's what he said in regards to that. He said, I quote, "If any of those guys fight me, I would take it as a compliment." End quote. So obviously he has tremendous respect for Kovalev and Adonis Stevenson and Ward. Now, being realistic, there's many ways this could play out. We'll start with scenario one. Let's say the Ward-Kovalev fight does happen, right? Okay, the Ward-Kovalev fight happens. The winner of that fight Shabranskyy, whatever, cool. That's one scenario. Then there's another scenario which is, also it could happen due to the history of Andre Ward and how hard he is to get into the ring and pulling out a fight. Shabranskyy, or I should say Ward, could say that he needs to tune up to fight Kovalev, and then they could push the date back, and Shabranskyy could be that opponent to get him ready. And honestly, he's not no get ready opponent. He is like a legitimate like light heavyweight fighter. So if Ward somehow finds a way not to make that fight happen on the 19th, which honestly I believe that will go against his HPO agreement, so that probably wouldn't be a good idea. But if he did, and he did decide to fight Shabranskyy, that's another way that could happen. So that's the way that those two guys could fight him. And if the fight doesn't materialize, or if the fight does happen, basically that scenario. Then you have Adonis Stevenson. That's probably not going to happen because, you have the whole Al Heyman thing going on there. So, honestly, I think the most realistic fight for Shabranskyy, and this is just me spitballing here, the most realistic fight for him at light heavyweight would probably not even be any one of those three guys. I think the most realistic fight for him would probably be another Russian fighter, and that's Arthur Beterbiev. Now, that would be a great fight. Beterbiev is coming up through the ranks. He's a prospect just like Shabranskyy, and I think, that's a great prospect fight. Those two guys right there are definitely action fighters, guys who come to bring the pain, and I think that could be a good fight. But yeah, man, I just want to get this out there because he said that he is definitely open to fighting Ward-Kovalev or Adonis Stevenson, so he's keeping that door open. I know his name was one of the top names being thrown out there for Ward before he fought Brand. I know it was him, and I think I might have heard Nathan Cleverly's name thrown in there as well. So yeah, man, Shabranskyy still wants to fight the top guys. So let me know what you guys think about this, and leave your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys.